Well, tonight, people living in portions of northern Minnesota are dealing with a fresh coating of snow. You can see it there. Here's a look at the streets of Duluth. The area got about 3 inches of snow today. That's one of the highest totals on record in the region during this time frame. Most of the snow is expected to melt overnight.
Wow, that is Duluth. That is way up there as well. So that's one saving grace we have.
Yes, exactly.
Right now. And it's melting overnight, which is good.
You almost have to ask yourself, can't you expect anything less of Duluth?
Right.
Or Fargo? Or they'll be in the teens
There you
next
go.
week,
Yeah.
but at least they'll get out of the 30s and even 20s where they've been over the past couple of days.
Ooh, not for us, right?
We're not ready for it.
Okay.
We're not ready for it. I got you covered, I promise you. Okay, let's talk about the forecast across Northeast Ohio. Beginning tonight, heading towards the weekend, you can see their temperatures today. We'll do a quick little wrap up of our Friday. We were not that far away from today's warmest average temperature, which is 65. We topped out at about 61 degrees. The sunshine didn't really help because we did have some heavy clouds move throughout the early morning hours for us, and we also had a little bit of clearing in some areas. We even got down to the mid-30s for some areas inland like Worcester and even Mansfield. When you look over the next few hours here, we were slightly begin to warm up just a wee bit. This is because we have that south wind coming into the area. Normally we're doing sort of a day crescendo. We're doing a slight crescendo overnight tonight as we wake up for early Saturday morning. So this is the area low that brought all that snow, about 3 inches of snow or so, to Duluth and even portions of upper Minnesota as well as upper Wisconsin. That activity is really going to stay up to the north and also west of us. It's not really going to be sinking down into the Indiana, even Ohio River Valley area, at least over the next couple days or so. We're on the leading edge of this area of low pressure, so it will just kind of skirt right on up to our north, and it'll allow for more southerly winds to come into the area for tomorrow, leading towards Sunday. The most potent air mass of the season arrives early next week, so we still have some time to work with and get through our weekend before we have to deal with that. As far as our wind speeds right now, they're about 5 to 10 miles per hour, even nearly 15 miles per hour for our friends over there in Mansfield. Worcester, I want to point you out here. You're about a 7 mile per hour wind speed sustained right now. You're about 8 degrees colder from this point yesterday. I'm not quite sure right now if it's an anomaly or if you're in a depression, but look at our temperatures. It's at 42 right now between Worcester, Akron, and Canton, about 50 degrees, but Dover, you're not that far away. You're only at 43 degrees right now, so this may be an accurate assessment from the instrumentation down there. Still along the lakeside, we still have some modest conditions, upper 40s to low 50s. So keep an eye on the clock and you're placed on the map. As we roll the clock forward here, hour by hour, notice what happens. We have a little bit of low to energy coming in overnight tonight. This is all attached to the aerial low that I was showing you that's still over towards Minnesota. We're on the south side and also on the eastern side of it, so it's just throwing over a little bit of light showers throughout the overnight hours into early tomorrow morning. Once we wake up, we'll still be about upper 40s, low 50s, maybe in mid 50s along the lakeside. As we get the clouds to move back for tomorrow, we'll still have more sunshine to deal with. So it's going to be a perfect fall day, and it certainly is going to look nice because we already have the fall foliage happening across the area. Back into the 40s we go past 9-10 p.m. for our Saturday night. It's going to be a chilly Saturday night, and it's also going to be a perfect Saturday night. Some areas inland waking up on Sunday will likely be in the mid to upper 30s, so we could be having a little bit of patchy frost for some areas down there. Sunday doesn't look too bad. We'll have some clouds moving back in. I think it's going to be partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies, but we could be having more of a partly sunny sky in the afternoon, certainly if you're going to be heading out to see the Guardians at Progressive Field later on Sunday evening. Temperatures will still be about 50s, upper 50s, low 60s throughout the afternoon. So let's prepare ourselves at least what it looks like in terms of rainfall accumulations. I think it's going to be a very, very light rainfall accumulating evening across Northeast Ohio. May pick up nearly 1/4 inch or so over towards Sandusky. Upper 40s to low 50s overnight tonight. Tomorrow on the hours, you're planning out your Saturday. We're going to stay in the mid 50s across the region, and all other areas could come close to 60 degrees. You can see down near Dover. Here's the game forecast for tomorrow as the Guardians facing off against the Yankees. 50 degrees expected, I should say, at about 7:37 p.m. So check that out. Here's your Union Home Mortgage 10-day outlook. Temperatures really cool down on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I really want to hone in on these days as we fine-tune the forecast through the weekend and early next week. Pay attention, and certainly for the travel forecast on those days as well. But it's going to be cold. It's going to be, as Betsy likes to say, it's going to be raw out there on those 3 days. But we come back above surface.
Yeah,
this time
like
next
this.
week.
Yeah, the 60s in a week.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Welcome.